Wait, I wasn't right. I'm just.
Okay, we should now be live, because we've got everything that says we're live. You've thrown me off now, Jack.
I'm sorry. It's funny to do sometimes.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Storytime Network. We're here once again with our anime villains tier list. We are on part 3. We are... Let me just check.
Stardust Crusaders.
We are 86 in to a list of 400.
Honestly, not too bad.
Not terrible, to be fair. This is going to be a stream with some fairly big names, 3 of them being Enrico for some reason.
Like, don't worry about it too much.
It will never not be funny.
It just is funny. Just why Enrico? Why Enrico?
Italiano. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, 2 of the characters involved have excuses. They are actually Italian. I don't think the Enrico from Reign of the Seven Spellblades is actually Italian.
It's a constructed world, I'm pretty sure, so maybe he's from, like, the Italy equivalent.
I know where he's from. He is not.
Rip.
But, yeah, we should get started. I mean, let's just quickly run through, our list so far. We do now have S tiers. We've got 4 of them. 3 of them being
3 from One Piece.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Surprise.
They're not going to be the only One Piece characters there.
B is getting quite full, so we may or may not have to shift some things around.
We can work on the minutia once we're actually done.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
B and C I expect to be the fullest tiers, honestly, by the end. That's what you should expect from a tier list like this.
Mm-hmm.
With maybe a fair representation in A and D as well.
Mm-hmm. Ban Klondike is still holding up D.
Let's keep it
He's
that
holding
way.
up all of the D.
And we don't yet have another F tier joining Apollo, but I'm certain we will this stream. In fact, in a few characters' time, I'm certain we will.
We're gonna cause so much salt with that one.
Don't fucking care. We'll get to it when we get to it. But we of course start with Eneru from One Piece.
So Eneru is an interesting character in that he's honestly made a lot better by retrospect and how he thematically fits in with the story. Because recent arcs have done a lot to kind of make Eneru a lot more of a retroactive, well, not even retroactive, just like foreshadowing for a lot of the thematic shit that's going on in the series.
Yeah.
That said, he's a Logia that got taken out without Haki.
Okay, in fairness, it was like the one circumstance, like he curbs up literally everyone else except for Luffy. Luffy won because of scissors.
Reminder that the only person pre-New World with a higher bounty than him was Ace.
Well, with a higher, like,
and
stated
if they're in good company, because
potential
Ace is
value,
also a Logia who got taken out without Haki.
Again, because of rock, paper, scissors, funny enough. Metaphorically, not literally. That would have been much funnier.
Well, Akainu certainly threw rock.
Yep. And it turned Ace into donut.
I mean, yeah.
Oh no, it did exactly what
comparing
you
him
think it would.
Comparing Eneru to Ace is not the compliment you think it is. But we should.
No, I'm not saying it as a compliment. That's why I said they're in good company.
Yeah, Eneru's downfall was mostly just because of a combination of arrogance and complacency in his abilities.
I have a single complaint about Eneru, or NL, which is funnier to me to call him because I can then decide
Eneru
to
just
mentally
rolls off the
plaster
tongue
Northern
better.
Lions. I know, but then I can paste Northern Lion's head on his body, and it's very funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
If I call him NL.
Yes. Well, as long as you don't start calling him Slim Shady, it should be fine. We won't get sued.
Listen, for the purpose
Go ahead,
for
say your
legal
right.
reasons, this is a joke. Yes, my point is he's a Karma Houdini who wasn't interesting enough to justify it.
I feel like we're going to see him again in the story.
Maybe,
Because-
but from what we know now, with the context we have now and the information we have now, he basically got everything he wanted. All he had to do was like be beaten up a little bit.
And go to the moon.
He did get the ever-loving shit beaten out of him, to be fair. But yes, that's not always like
And
sufficient punishment.
fairly humiliated. But that's not necessarily part of the criteria. Impact? Does he have that much of an impact? I mean, he has the Navy.
His impact is a lot more lore-based than
Yeah.
anything else.
But he doesn't really get that much stronger from his encounter with him, so...
And
Though
like
he does learn a killer new technique, Gum Gum
Yeah.
Octopus.
Yeah, but that's kind of it.
I mean, badassery, yeah, he's definitely got a sufficient boost there, but he's also not that interesting comparatively.
He does have a kind of aura to him.
He does,
He-
and
he-
he'll probably.
He does do a little bit of farming, too.
Yeah.
I'm honestly thinking mid to low B.
I'm thinking
That's
mid
fair.
B. Maybe high if we're feeling generous, but he does contribute, like, lore-wise to the series a fair bit, both in his cover story and just in foreshadowing terms.
Side note. For anyone who is familiar with Northern Lion lore, the fact that he got beaten by a giant golden ball and what that is a homonym for is going to be very funny for the one person who may know this, watch this, and also know Northern Lion lore.
Anyways, I'm thinking somewhere probably, like, right above Boros, maybe?
I'm not thinking that high.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, Where am I thinking?
I don't know, maybe Hyoga-ish?
Yeah, that's sort of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking below Cyrus,
Alright.
is my thought.
Eneru is probably the lowest we're going to put a One Piece villain for a hot minute.
Pretty much. He's like the most forgettable one, and he's not even that forgettable.
No, he's quite memorable.
Like, because Skypiea is disconnected, he's disconnected from pretty much the entire rest of the plot.
Yeah. That is the main issue with him. Like,
Mhm.
if/when he comes back into the main story, that will likely change a lot of opinions about him.
Yeah.
It depends on how Oda executes it. But for the most part, with returning characters, he's really good about it. So,
Though it is funny how much from Skypiea has gotten more relevant over time in typical fashion.
Up next, Enrico Forghieri from Reign of the Seven Spellblades.
he doesn't really pop up much in the anime, so this is mostly Yumil.
Yeah,
I don't remember much about him.
he's like the mad inventor. Like his whole
Good man scientists are always fun.
Yeah, I mean, like his whole thing is like he's almost childlike in his morality and sort of villainy, I guess.
Goo
And-
gaga.
He doesn't. I believe he gets focused on in, I want to say, like book 4 or 5, off the top of my head, and you get a little bit of backstory for him. I mean, look, he's superior to Darius in every way, but I'm still probably, I mean. Badassery, he is up there because he is, incredibly strong for his age and temperament. And he's semi-interesting. but I'm still probably gonna put him in C.
Question is where in C?
Yeah. I think above BV Liska.
Alright. Again, we're trusting you on this, because this is mostly you.
Yeah, but I also haven't reread that book for a bit. So,
Fair.
I'm going off memories, and my memories have not been amazing.
If only I've got. If only I've read those. If only I've read those. One day.
I am still trying to... I bounced off the audiobook because I didn't like the narrator that much, so it'll be a while before I get around to catching up.
Anyway.
That Mill narrated for you.
Enrico number 2, Enrico Maxwell from Hellsing Ultimate.
Enrico Maxwell is such a hilarious prick. Especially in the Team 4-star version, but like if you actually like
Even
take the
in
context,
the base version.
yeah.
Even in the
Like, in the
base
base
version,
version.
he's like very entertaining. Like he's a very good hateability entertainment value villain.
Oh no, he's an excellent love to hate. Like just straight up really entertainingly, cartoonishly evil. That said, like he's not super deep compared to well, none of the villains in Hellsing are super deep, if we're being honest.
Hellsing is not a series for deep villains.
No, it is not.
If we're brutally honest. I mean, going by, you know, I've only watched the abridged, to be honest. But going by, you know, the footage they use, he does seem to try and, you know, use the Nazi invasion to take over the church.
Yeah.
But then gets fucking taken out by Alexander Anderson.
Alexander Anderson.
I mean, from
Sorry.
a personal standpoint, he's not badass. He's not that interesting. He's interesting as a vehicle for the corruption of the church.
He's entertaining and nothing else really.
Yeah, so, which tells me probably C.
I'd say high C. But yeah. He doesn't really have a lot of badass going for him, which does get him some demerits, but yeah.
I mean, I think that probably puts him sort of mid-C.
I'd
Maybe
probably
high
put him
mid-C.
right... I'd probably put him right above Baby.
Yeah, that's sort of what I was thinking. Alright.
Now for the best Enrico.
Final Enrico, Enrico Pucci, Jojo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 6, Stone Ocean.
I love this gay man.
Gay priest appears, use a stand. Yeah, no, he's fucking excellent. He is... Honestly, most of JoJo's main villains, at least for the parts that have been animated so far, are really good. And Pucci is just another example of that. He actually has, complexity, and his motivation is, unlike a lot of other villains, not purely selfish. It is derived from his loyalty and love of Dio.
And he retroactively adds layers to Dio as well.
Mm-hmm.
We learn more about Dio through him as well.
Yeah. Not to mention, he comes the closest to succeeding out of almost any villain on this list, period.
He
literally
basically won.
Yeah. He would have gotten away for it. He would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for that meddling kid and his stupid stand.
Technically, it was his stupid stand.
Yes.
That did him in. There was
Yeah,
there were definitely some petards involved in his hoisting, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he was like literal inches away from victory.
Yeah.
No. This is something we should always remember. Objectively speaking, he won. He didn't survive, but he did win.
He didn't
only
get
got
exactly
taken
what he
out
wanted
after
either.
he had already accomplished his goal.
Mm-hmm. He was just prevented from absolute total victory by Emporio. Like, he got...
It would have been really funny if Emporio was also named Enrico.
Araki is usually better than to give multiple characters the same name, unless they're, like, related.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, like, it might have been justifiable for plot reasons.
But yes, I honestly think Pucci is like a pretty clear shoo-in for either top of A or S.
I agree, at least high A.
I'd honestly push for S, if only just because, like, he is one of the best villains in anime, and, like, he just adds a lot of layers, both to the overall story and to, like, Dio him as well. Like, he retroactively makes one of the best elements of the series even better.
And he won.
Yeah.
I think he should get bonus points for actually winning.
No,
Yeah.
I absolutely agree. He is S without no questions asked.
Bottom of S, or are we putting him above people?
I'd put him above
Let's-
Sophie, but
Yeah, he's better
I'd say
than Doffy.
I'd say
No.
above Doffy, yeah, at least.
We can be a bit more granular later, but for now, yeah, above Doffy is good.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome.
Envy from Full Metal
Oh, shit.
Alchemist Brotherhood.
this absolute fucking menace.
The absolute fucking menace.
Envy's a really good villain.
Listen,
Envy is a great
I love
villain.
Envy.
Envy is Envy, but also an NB icon in many ways.
Yes.
No, but unironically, I feel like he was they were the NB awakening for like a lot of people, because I'm pretty sure the Japanese never used gendered pronouns for them.
I believe it.
That does not shock me.
Yeah,
They are a
they're-
shapeshifter, so it doesn't.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
choose an androgynous main default appearance. So
Yeah, that
Question.
that's not exactly. It doesn't not scream non-binary or gender fluid.
Question: Are we giving bonus points to villains who are hoist by their petard or like taste irony or whatever during their
we're giving
defeat?
bonus
Depends on
points
how-
who have fitting fates. I'd say.
Yeah,
'cause-
depending on how
Because
appropriate it is and how much it serves the story.
I feel like Envy fits there in that.
Yeah.
Sort of,
Yeah, Envy has a very good conclusion to their story. Let's put
Yeah.
it that way. I'd say A easily.
I would
I
say
think so, too.
Minimum A.
I would say A. I don't think quite S.
Yeah, not
I don't
quite.
think
S.
I don't think they have the depth for that, to be honest.
Honestly,
There's only one or two villains in FMA who I think deserve it, and it's not Envy. And it would be more fitting.
I'm okay with top of A actually, because FMA, whether impact or like whether writing in terms of quality, top of A is fair, especially relative to who else we've got in the top of A.
Yeah, no, I think it's completely fair to have Envy top A.
And if not top of A, NB is definitely topping Aizen and Bakura for obvious reasons. They're definitely bottoms.
I was
They're
about to
bratty
say,
bottoms.
did you do that on purpose? And then yes, you immediately confirmed that you did that on purpose. Okay.
Listen,
I
you know what
didn't,
am.
but Fuzzy took it and rolled with it. He yes-handed it very well.
Look, you know what I'm about.
Yes. I know where you're putting this one.
Anyway, so next up, Evil Eye, Dandadan. No, okay.
We should at least like
I don't know.
acknowledge it.
Yeah, we should.
No,
Okay,
we
let's give
need to
Eren.
talk about it.
Let's give Eren a proper assessment.
Roasting. Yeah. It's a roasting. You don't have to sugarcoat it, Mel.
Like, here's the thing. The author, I can't even remember their name anymore. I just put it out of my mind.
Isayama, I think.
Isayama. That's it.
Isayama,
Yeah. Isayama, I don't think ever really decided whether Eren was a villain or not.
I don't think so either.
I think he
If so,
decided
if he did,
he couldn't
he-
decide, and he just sat on the fucking fence about it.
And then he watched Code
So-
Geass and went, "Oh, that's a good idea."
Yes,
Code Geass
all
has
of
something.
the things that of all of the things that Code Geass actually did right, let's take the worst thing it did and make that the thing we learn from. It's the classic Patrick Bateman problem.
Honestly, I don't
Right?
have as much of a problem with Zero Requiem as you do. I think the execution here on it mimicking it just was executed the worst way possible.
Regardless of how you
I
feel
have
about Zero
other problems
Requiem,
with Zero. I have
AOT
other
did it
problems
worse.
with Code. So I have other problems with Code Geass. I actually don't think Zero Requiem was when the series went downhill.
Not the time to go into it.
Yeah.
We'll get to it. Believe me, we will get to it.
Tangents.
The point is, AOT did it way worse, and Eren is worse for
No,
it.
I was gonna say, this
Also-
MFR is so stupid that with the power of literal time travel and Groundhog Day loops and literally infinite retries, the smartest solution, quote unquote, he could come up with was Omnicide that killed 80% of the world's population.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think
how stupid he
Isayama
is.
thought through how that power consequence thing should have worked.
Shocker.
Also, this fucker's heel turn is just like one of the most glossed over things. Like they do, like there is so little explanation for
Again,
exactly
the point
why
is,
he
the
turned
point,
heel.
the point is, and this is the issue with AOT as a whole, is that so much of the series, of that final arc of the series,
The
like
time
the
skip fucks it.
motivations, happened during the time skip.
Yeah, it's pretty
They
fucked
just
up.
skipped over everything that led to the final arc. And
Not to
so
mention,
none
like,
of
they
it made sense.
They
Also-
try to explain it retroactively, but they do a piss poor job of it.
Also, I need to get this out there. During the flashback where Eren starts beginning his heel turn, it is implied that he wouldn't have done the heel turn if Mikasa had actually confessed to him.
Which is just so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
It's also very in character, if you think about it.
He is an incel, yes.
Yes, he's an incel written by a pro-fascist.
I mean,
Shocking.
I was gonna say it's a very, it feels quite misogynist that the series basically went, well, he wouldn't have been evil if the girl had just confessed to him, had just loved him.
Oh,
Come
that's
on.
not even. Oh, that's not even getting to all the shit around OG Emir. Let's not even get into that shit.
Anyway, I'm putting him in F. You know,
I almost wanted to vouch for an even lower tier, but
No, we
Just
don't want to
convert
change
F
it
into
more.
a specialized tier afterwards.
The trash. But yes. Next up is Evil Eye.
Evil Eye, Dandadan. This is you, Jack, unfortunately.
Yes. Look, I know. Evil Eye is interesting. He is very much a tormented soul, twisted by his suffering and the suffering he witnessed.
So a teenager.
He was actually a fucking child when he was sacrificed to basically like a local deity.
Wow, way to ruin my joke. With facts.
Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, he does have the mindset of a child because that's what he was when he sacrificed himself, and or not sacrificed himself, when he was sacrificed. And now it's basically just him lashing out and trying to basically find a way to what?
Is he the first, outright, victim / unblameable villain we've run into then? In the sense
He
of
does try to
has
kill
not-
the protagonist for basically no reason other than lashing out, but yes.
Well, yeah, but what you're describing is less a character and more a plot device in that sense. You know what I'm saying?
No, he has character and personality.
Okay, elaborate on that, please.
Part of the plot line is finding a way to he winds up sharing a body with one of the main characters, not the two protagonists, but one of their friends, and one of the protagonists manages to finally get him to stop rampaging whenever he pops up by compelling him to make a deal in which they will have a fight every Tuesday after school. Because, as it turns out, Evil Eye really enjoys fighting Okaroon and has had the biggest blast of his life fighting the guy, and wants to ensure that he can keep fighting him.
So here's the thing. Fascinating character, don't know if this qualifies as a villain. Everything you've told me suggests that this does not ququalify as a villain.
He
And I
starts
don't know
off
if
as a
we've had one of
villain.
those before.
Well,
He starts off as a villain.
It's a bit late to have that,
And Fuzzy,
thing.
there are
Okay, I'll
several
shut up
other
now.
characters on this list who do have who have face turns later. Having a face turn does not disqualify a character from being a villain on this list. Like, we have Majin Buu on this list.
Hell, we have Katakuri and A.
Yeah. I'd say Evil Eye is a pretty solid B. Like, it's very well executed, but he's like, he doesn't have a lot of depth, and he isn't like a villain for too much of the story. I'd probably put him below, right below Cornelia.
Am I getting the right character there?
Yeah.
Cool. Not a character I know, so I had to had to try and remember. Up next, the Executioner from The Witch and the Beast. Specifically, the one from the Ice Arc. I don't remember what the proper name for it is.
Wasn't the Evil Sword Arc or something like that?
Something like that, yeah. Demon Sword Arc, maybe. Yeah, just kind of a chicken shit. Mostly, like, carried by his fucking mind whammy hand. And the minute he actually has to try and do anything, he gets fucking curb stomped.
Sucks to suck for him, I guess.
Yeah, it's probably a D, to be honest. Like, he doesn't really...
He's really not much of a factor compared to other, a lot of other villains here, yeah.
I mean, he has a bit of an impact, I guess, but not, like, a huge amount. He has no development, he's not badass, and he's not interesting, so yeah, D.
I'd honestly put him below, Kirill.
Yeah. He's got no charisma to speak of either, so...
The only reason he's not going below the Akkas is the Akkas are going to remain at the bottom of D tier.
Yeah, no, the Akkas may go into E if we feel differently. We'll see. Fana from Black Clover.
Is this our first Black Clover villain?
I think so.
Dang. Yeah, Fana's good. She's a little bit less, like, developed than some of the other members of the Midnight Sun, but she's still a very, pretty interesting villain.
Yeah, I think she's probably my least favorite of the Midnight Sun, but at the same time, her development is also twinned with that of Mars. So I do think she's got development. I'm thinking probably mid B.
I'd say low B, but yes. I would agree B tier for sure.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
above
yeah,
August?
that seems about right.
Yeah. Just
above August, yeah.
on instinct completely. Like, I like Fana. She is badass, but again,
she's
like,
not as fleshed out as, especially the of the leadership of the Midnight Sun. She's the least fleshed out.
I mean, if you just look at the Midnight Sun, Veto is far more impactful in his arc compared to Fana in hers. And
yeah, though Veto is also not super developed.
He's not developed, but his impact, he runs through like 80% of the Black Bulls.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You know, gotta give him props for that when we get to him in, you know, like a year's time.
And you got Patri and Raya as well, who are also a lot more interesting as characters.
Yeah. I love Raya.
But yeah.
But next, Faraday from Cyberpunk Edgerunners.
Sleazy corpo-ass motherfucker. Though,
Voiced by
I forget.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, no, I do think we should give him at least a few points for the voice act for Giancarlo Esposito being his voice actor. Because yeah, like he is like a pretty perfect representation of like sleazy corporate gangster type character.
Mm-hmm.
What happens
Like,
to him in the end? I can't remember.
I don't remember either. I think he dies. I think
he
Adam
dies.
kills him.
A lot of people die is the thing, so it's kind of hard to remember.
A lot of people die in that finale, yeah.
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Faraday is
Okay,
thrown.
he died.
Faraday is thrown to his death from the top of the Arasaka Tower by Smasher.
Okay.
Oh, yay! I was right.
Would
Yeah,
that,
he also...
considering Faraday brings, wasn't it Faraday who brought in Smasher?
Yeah.
Does that count as
Yes.
being
Yes.
hoist by your petard?
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So
It's
gotta give him
amazing.
a few points for that at least.
Yeah.
I mean, and Adam Smasher also is the one who basically, well, no, he doesn't get credit for Adam Smasher. No, he's not going to get credit for Adam Smasher.
No.
Adam Smasher gets credit for Adam Smasher.
Adam Smasher's credit is that he's not in D. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think Faraday is more interesting than
Yeah.
Adam Smasher, just because, like, corporate fixer types are, inherently more, like, I don't want to say realistic per se, but, like, less cartoon.
Who we deal with today.
Yeah. No,
There's
I
an
do
element
agree.
of- yeah.
I mean, again, personal badass factor is not that high.
No.
No. Well,
Although that is a good screenshot, though.
yeah, it is a good screenshot, and also I think Giancarlo Esposito does elevate that badass factor a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still, again, thinking maybe low B.
Yeah. I'm thinking low B at best.
Yeah, probably bottom of B, honestly.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Faraday didn't behead 999 people.
Mm-hmm.
Father from Full Metal Alchemist and Brotherhood.
No, just Brotherhood. He's not in the original FMA.
Yeah, he's not the old FMA anime.
I was honestly just meaning the manga, but okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you specify, like, whatever, it's fine.
It's fine.
Whatever.
It's fine. It's fine.
But yeah, so Father is a little bit less complex and nuanced than his children. At the same time, he is quite intimidating, especially when he, actually fucking absorbs God. So, yeah, gotta get credit for, being a centuries-long mastermind who pulled off a near-perfect scheme that was only undone by, his one act of kindness, as it turns out. Honestly, pretty crazy that Arakawa went with that being what ultimately undoes his father, like him choosing to spare Hohenheim from the genocide. But yeah. What are you thinking for placement on this this guy number, Mil?
I mean,
High B.
Oh, I was muted.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
I
buddy.
was gonna
Say your
say,
piece.
like, in terms of design alone, he was like really crusty and like with all the growths and stuff and all the piping. And it's like it was a very good design, even though he looked identical to Hohenheim. At no point did anyone think he was Hohenheim except Edward, and we love Edward Elric, but the boy's not got a lot of
To be fair, Ed hates Hohenheim.
Yeah,
so...
I think it was more a case
True.
of like
and then
bias playing
what,
into
what
it.
I was gonna say is he was like really visually distinct, and then he absorbed God, and Father became Daddy.
I mean, that's one way to put it for sure.
That's
Yeah,
all
I'd
I
say-
have to say. I have nothing to add other than that.
I mean, yeah, he's
I'd say
not
low A,
incredibly.
high B.
I would say Envy tops him.
Oh yeah.
God damn it. What have I done?
Okay, great.
He's not particularly complex, but just from a
You know
badass
what?
factor, both intellectually and just personally powerful.
I like
mean,
him as the new capstone for B.
I agree.
Yes,
actually.
that's fair.
Yeah, he is not that different from All for One or Charles, but
He's
Exactly.
more competent than either, though.
and he's
Yes.
like I think just in general, less things have to go horribly right for him to succeed, which is not the case with the other two. Right? He's got less plot armor.
There's also less of a roulette in his favor.
I was honestly thinking low A.
I'm fine with either low A or top B if I'm being honest, but yeah. We could go like bottom of A if you want. Just because his competence does elevate him a little bit above All for One and Charles.
I was gonna probably put him below Iboshi.
Okay with
Yeah,
that.
I'm fine with that.
I'm sure.
Yeah, again, I do think his competence does elevate him above a lot of the B tiers.
No, absolutely. Up next, Felix Schindler from Takt Op Destiny. What do we
This
remember
fucking
about
guy.
this fucker?
Absolutely nothing.
I have the Takt Op Wikipedia up here. His character summary: a conductor and former head commander of the New York Symphonica under the Grand Maestro Sagan. He dislikes music because it appeals to the emotions, and he pursues his own agenda to gain power and control.
Yeah, I just
What a
remember kind
fucking
of just being
cartoon
generic villain.
character. I remember fuck all about this guy. Like the other, like Hell and Heaven are a lot more memorable than this guy for sure.
I remember fuck all about the show.
I remember little bits and pieces here. I remember it being really pretty looking and the music being good, but
It was
not
very
much
pretty
else.
and music was good, and there were some characters that were kind of cool, but that's kind of it.
yeah. I think E tier for this guy. I don't remember fuck all about him.
Yeah, I think E.
I mean,
Maybe even F, to be honest.
No,
no, not
he hasn't
F.
done anything to warrant F. F is
No.
for characters who, like, no. Look at who else is in F.
Yeah, you're right.
F is for the
I'd say-
truly awful.
For monstrous characters who don't justify their monstrousness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, from what I remember, he was the sort of mid-show villain that led into the big bad.
Yes.
I don't even remember who the fucking big bad was.
Me neither.
Sagan was his name.
Carl Sagan? No, I'm just kidding.
I was always a
That'd be
little suspicious about that guy.
Amazing. That'd be amazing, honestly, but no.
No, it is just Sagan, unfortunately.
Damn.
He was also the one who destroyed the protagonist's town and killed, the childhood friend.
Cool. I don't remember any of
So
that.
he's a light novel author.
God damn it, Fuzzy.
But he just sort of... I'm not even sure if he ever really gets taken out or if the big bad basically just goes, alright, fuck off, you're gone now.
I don't remember a lot about the show, so I can't really say either
Me
way. I'd say
neither.
E tier still.
The
I'd still say A.
last time he gets mentioned in the episode summaries is that he got interrogated, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go low D tier. Again, I think he's below the Executioner, to be honest.
God. At least the Executioner has a design that kind of cooked.
I don't think we can put him in E because we don't remember enough about him to be like, he sucks.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Fair.
We're just assuming he sucks because we don't remember him.
No, I remember him kind of just being whatever in the show, but I don't remember much about him.
Mhm.
I mean, I think the issue was those guys weren't the fucking fighters. The music arts were.
Yeah.
Also,
So
he just
doesn't
has
do
a
anything.
generic ass. He has a generic ass pretty boy in a military uniform look. So
Yeah.
Dude, I mixed him up with the asshole from Pirate Princess. So
yeah,
They are very similarly designed, yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
Felm, aka the Black Knight from The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic.
Honestly, I really like Felm as a villain. Legitimately, actually intimidating, and also almost succeeds in killing two of the protagonists.
God, the last time I heard about The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic was when the web novel was ongoing and I was reading it.
Oh dang.
That's all I have to
probably
add to this conversation.
Fair enough. Don't remember much. It's been a
No,
while.
I was. Also, it's one of those. Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? Situations.
Because there's a lot of web novels that you've read.
No, but also because the unusual class uses it in an unusual way trope became is one of those that flooded the market for a while. There's like
yes.
there's like not like 5 or 6 with this premise alone.
Anyway, I mean, points for, you know, the intimidatingness and badassery.
Also, really interesting magic.
Yeah, I mean, literally the only one who could beat Felm was Usato or Rose, I guess.
Yeah, literal healing shiv type thing.
Yeah. And everyone else, you know, got their asses beat or stabbed, as the case may be. But I mean, it's sort of hurt by the fact that the show sort of ends after their heel turn, face turn.
Well, that's all their time as a villain, so that's fine.
But it means we can't
Also-
judge their development, Jack.
Yeah, true. I'd still say that Net's in like low B, maybe high C. Like, because you still got to get points for being at like a borderline hero killer.
Yeah. Well, BV Liska was a hero killer.
But do you think Felm has a better design and character than BB Lisker?
I don't remember Felm whistling to their own background music.
I mean, fair, but look at that sick-ass armor.
Felm was also voiced by Kieran Strange, who I love dearly as a voice actor, so I'll put Felm above BV Liska, but I don't think I can go higher.
That's fair. Oh boy, this next one.
Fine Fine from Symphogear?
Fine.
Fine.
Yeah, it's Fide.
Should probably put the accent on the E on the doc, but whatever. No,
It's
Fine is
now.
yeah. Fine is a very good introductory villain to Symphogear.
Yeah.
She's just very over the top, hammy, and still pretty intimidating.
And her legacy persists throughout the entire show.
Yeah, no, she's relevant up through the last season,
Yeah.
which is pretty nuts.
And also, they were roommates.
I mean, yes, she is hot. And also, like, yeah. She is very, basically outright said to be, like, bisexual, so.
That's actually isn't that unusual? Isn't Symphogear like completely like full of lesbians?
I mean, yes, but Fine is bi, I'm pretty sure, because part of the reason that she defied the heavens is because she...
that we should be worried about.
No. Fine defied the heavens because she wanted to get God's attention. That's literally part of her backstory.
Yeah.
Okay, but what part of that has to do with her bi-ness?
Fair. Well, we don't know what God's gender is in the Symphogear universe, so fair.
I mean, considering...
But she does also flirt with Genjiro at one point, so that does indicate
Oh,
bi.
right, there's male characters in Symphogear. I always forget that.
All right, I think we're getting
Yeah.
off track. So,
Yes.
Fide.
I do think Fine is a pretty entertaining villain. Like,
I think she's fantastic. She's not my favorite. That's still Carol, but like she's right
Yeah.
under her.
yeah, I'd probably put her on the same tier as Carol, probably.
Yeah.
Where did we put Carol?
Being B?
Yeah, she's near the top of B.
Yeah, near the top of B.
So I'd probably put Fine a couple slots down from Carol.
Yeah.
So Carol
Like-
tops Fine is what you're saying.
God damn it, Fuzzy. I'd probably put her right there.
Right there. That's perfect.
Fist from Mecha-Ude Mechanical Arms.
Oh wow, that I was like, who the hell is that? Oh, that's Fist. That's right. I forgot he did that.
Yeah. Quite the transformation. Oh, we'll be talking about transformations a bit more in a couple entries as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fist was an enjoyable villain, but I also don't think he was particularly complex, if I'm remembering correctly.
No,
not
he didn't
really.
really. Not really much of a complex motivation or characterization.
I do love his reveal as being
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
villain, and also like, just like what he's been doing the whole time. Like it's a pretty great reveal.
No, the backstab is well done,
Mhm.
and works quite well. And he is definitely badass. I mean, he is a very strong fighter, if I'm remembering Mecha-Ude well, which
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
think I am. I hate to keep saying it, but low B, mid B.
I would say that it's ambiguous
I'd say
enough
top-
that high C.
Yeah,
High
I'd
C
say
would be
top
preferable
of
in this
C.
case.
I'd say top of C.
Right, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Flazzard from Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai.
He stuck around longer than I expected.
Yeah, he's surprisingly canny and devious. I think is what
Yeah.
helps him a lot.
Yeah.
Like, he is a really clever fucker. He's a dick, but he's clever.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's hard to say for certain where I would put him per se.
Hmm.
I think of all the Adventure of Dai villains on the list, he's one of the weaker ones in terms of like characterization, but he is surprisingly competent.
Yeah, he's also fairly memorable for what he does. But yeah, I do think he's one of the lower tiers from Dai at least.
Yeah, I'd probably say C tier on him.
Yeah, maybe I think like a high C because I remember
Yeah.
him pretty well.
Oh yeah, no, he's very memorable in that regard. It's
His
just
design
like,
helps with that.
yeah. I'd probably say, I'd probably put him right above Amakusa.
Alright. Freeza from Dragon Ball Z.
Who?
I forgot the alphabet and didn't realize we were getting to him so soon.
All right, so by default
Yeah.
he's above Cell at least, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Yes.
he just kind of goes into S by default.
Yeah, I mean, we should at
We-
least talk
We
about
can't
Freeza.
not put him in S because he's one of the biggest and most influential anime villains ever
Yes.
made.
We do
And
still
also-
need to at least justify it to ourselves, at least. I also agree. He definitely goes in S. I'm not
Yeah.
sure where exactly in S. We can just plop him down at the bottom of S for now and then figure out a place for him later, but we should give our arguments.
I'd put him right above Duffy, personally.
I'd put him at the top of S.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't
know
think
about
I
that.
agree with that.
I'd
I
probably
can't
put
agree
think
him
with that.
below
below
Dio.
Dio. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
I think
I can agree with
he
that, but
coasts on influence, but I also
There's
need
a-
to remind y'all of one thing.
Hmm?
Remember that we are talking about canon Frieza and not DBZA Frieza, because
Even
DBZA Frieza is at the top of S.
Even talking about Canon Freezer, Impact, he is, like as we've said, one of the most
No. He makes it into
long-lasting-
S, like near the top of S on Impact alone.
like he is the codifier of the villainous transformation for one. He and Vegeta are also like the joint codifiers for like this is a big villain who is going to take a lot of different characters to take down, and who is just going to keep powering up until everyone reaches their breaking point and someone manages to pull out the win. Not to mention, like, he is extremely powerful and extremely intimidating, but also he has a very clear fatal flaw that does him in not once but twice. Namely, his extreme pride and the spite he feels towards those who undermine it.
Yes, we're familiar with the petard by now.
Well, it's not
but
even
no.
the petard, it's just like a classical character flaw that becomes one's undoing.
Yes, very biblical. I actually was going to say, I think I perfectly agree with his positioning now. I think he was worse than Dio for one simple reason. He is insufficiently homosexual.
That's fair.
Well, all
Also,
jokes aside, Dio's just more entertaining. His flamboyance is more interesting. Like, whenever Dio is not on screen, I'm wondering, hey, where's Dio?
God damn
that's
it.
actually valid.
That's fair. But at the same time, like, Frieza just has this really good presence to him. And also, like, funny enough, he does, in fact, learn from his mistakes, which most other villains on this list do not fucking do.
Yeah, I think we need to also just make mention of, like, for all the problems that Super has, it does Frieza really well later on.
Yeah.
Like, he actually develops as a character.
I was going to say that on the subject of being insufficiently homosexual, Super does a lot to remedy that, actually.
it does.
like,
Yeah, that scene with him and Goku was,
kiss
yeah.
each other on screen, like, sensually. It's a whole
on.
thing. They linger on it.
Oh my.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no. But I do think that as a whole, they're similar in terms of impact, but I think it's just more enjoyable whenever Dio is on screen versus when Frieza is on screen.
We should also
I can
point
see the
out
argument.
that he did basically win in Resurrection F. Like, it was only
Basically.
because of, a literal
Of Whis,
angel
yeah.
reversing time that he didn't win.
But, okay,
Bullshit.
that was more Vegeta's fault than anything.
Yeah, that was Vegeta's fault for playing with his food, as it were.
Yeah, but if we're saying that villains can't have had a win because
Also,
it was
you're
Vegeta's
forgetting
fault,
something.
then no fucking Dragon Ball villain is gonna be anywhere near
Okay,
the
no,
top.
you are forgetting something. You're forgetting one simple thing.
Cell would be down and see if we were penalizing people for succeeding
no,
because of
you're right,
Vegeta.
You're right. No,
Boo wouldn't even be on the
One
list
thing.
if we weren't blaming Vegeta.
listen. Okay, yes, but like also, Namekian Dragon Balls. The angel was unnecessary. You can't really say the angel thing was BS.
I don't care. He still won. He still won for a time.
No, he did. I'm just saying we can't exactly blame Whis for BS in Dragon Ball when Dragon Ball is the series
Dragon
that
Ball is
literally
a series of
started
BS. Dragon Ball is a
Yes.
series of BS removing consequences, but that doesn't change the fact that for a half second, Frieza did win for a bit. Did achieve a victory comparatively.
You know,
I mean-
maybe he should be top of S. I don't know.
He also
No,
just
'cause
straight up wins because of Super, because after the Tournament of Power, he's like, okay, you resurrected me, I'm a peace out now, thank you for this gift. I'm not gonna fuck with you up until Broly comes
I was
around.
gonna say, but
Yeah,
then
this-
then he fucks with them in Broly and then gets his ass beat for 45 minutes.
For an hour,
An hour.
actually.
An hour, sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't remember the timings. I thought it was 45 minutes. No. He just
It
gets
was
his ass
very
beat
funny.
for an entire fucking hour.
Actually though, we should give him some credit for being able to tank Broly for a whole ass hour.
I feel like Whis was renewing him every so often to keep him going.
I do think there was definitely some shenanigans going on.
Maybe,
Like,
but it's not
Broly could've
explicitly
killed him.
said.
He just chose
I
not to.
think it's fine if we like. Its implications not stated, but I still think.
I still think Frieza runner up in S for now.
I do think Dio
and Frieza belong. God damn it, Fussy. Dio and Frieza belong at the top of S at the
Jack, stop
of all the ones we've gone over.
Stop acknowledging it. Stop acknowledging it. He'll only do it more if you acknowledge it.
You're right. Anyways,
I'm sure that fanfiction exists.
Freya
Probably.
from Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, aka DanMachi.
so Freya's an interesting one.
Yeah.
She's one of those characters who kind of lingers in the background for most of the story before finally, taking center stage as a villain. And as a result, she has a lot more layers and complexity than basically every other villain from DanMachi.
Mm-hmm.
Like, her arc does also explore like the divide between being a goddess and being a person who, you know, actually wants to be treated as a person rather than put on a pedestal. So you have that interesting internal conflict that's really not all that heavily explored in DanMachi, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's a really good villain overall.
Mm-hmm. I think she alone benefits the world of DanMachi.
Fuzzy, are you trying to say something?
No, nothing.
Okay. But yeah, no, she's really well developed. I do think her ending is pretty appropriate, even if it does leave her like mostly free of consequences. She is like basically stripped of her godhood though, so
Yeah.
that does seem like it is an appropriate punishment for her.
Yeah.
I'd say probably, I honestly say high B or low A.
Yeah.
Where are you thinking number?
That's what I'm debating. I don't know. Somewhere between high B and low A. I just don't know which to push
So
for exactly.
yeah, the question is, which villains do you think we should put her above or below?
Okay.
Do you like her more than Carol, basically?
I don't.
Then we'll put her below Carol.
Yeah, below Carol. I think that's actually perfect.
Yeah.
Frill from Wonder Egg Priority.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Oh, brother.
So how much do we punish Frill for the show ending it absolutely god-awfully, and how much do we punish Frill for just, like, being a poorly implemented antagonist?
I mean, we have to punish Frill for being a poorly implemented antagonist, because that's a character.
Yes. How much of it is just her as a character, and how much of it is the writing of the show turning to shit?
We can't really differentiate between the character and the writing,
Yeah,
because
that's
the character
kind of
is the writing.
thing. That's kind of the thing.
Put it this way, I'm going to put her above the Arcas no matter what.
It
So
seems
that's
only
a-
appropriate.
That's a springboarding point.
Yeah.
I don't think she should get above D.
She
I
probably
don't think so
shouldn't.
either.
I am willing to put her basically just below Ban in D.
I think that's a little generous.
Yeah. I'd honestly put her somewhere in the middle of D.
I don't know.
Like, she is more memorable than, like, some of the other characters in D, but at the
'Cause-
same time, like,
'cause
her writing is just all over the fucking place.
Her writing is all over the place, but she's badass. She does have impact in the show. It's admittedly kind of negative impact in the end, but it is still an impact.
You're right. You're right. She does. Damn it.
And I think she's more interesting than Darky and Gudero.
She is. Damn it. That makes me mad that she is. That makes me so mad.
Like, I feel like how interesting she is just comes from the concept of what she represents rather than,
But
like, any actual good
but
writing.
Black Marty is as high as she is because of that.
Yeah.
We also haven't gotten to O yet, so we can't start talking about abstract concepts yet, like otters.
Yeah, true.
Like, look,
yeah.
I absolutely agree that we can put her no higher than D, but I think she should be relatively high in D.
I hate giving her credit, but she deserves that credit.
Yeah.
So
I think she's fine below Ban.
traumatized Momo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Damn it.
Which is unforgivable, but still.
Man, I hate that show.
The show made me feel feelings and then made me mad about it.
Yeah. How dare you?
Man, it happened to you twice, Number, because Stars Align also did that.
Oh, you had to bring up Stars Align. Oh my god.
Yeah, of course I
I'm
had to
also
bring
salty
Stars
that you
Align.
had to bring up Stars Line. God damn it.
At
Okay,
least with
let's
Stars
get back
Align, I
on
can dream.
back on
Frost
topic. Let's get
from
back
Dragon
on
Ball
topic.
Super. Discount Freeza.
Hey, it's discount Frieza.
Yeah.
Jinx, you have your
Literally
stuff.
discount Freeza.
Listen.
Honestly, that still
any
elevates
higher than
Frost a
D is
fair
a
amount.
disservice.
Yeah. I do think the original twist of Frost actually being a villain, like, oh, he's actually a good counterpart to Frieza. That's crazy. Just like the Saiyans are good in this universe. Oh wait, no, he's actually still evil. He's just a devious manipulator.
But here's the thing, that made him less interesting.
I kind of
did.
agree. I think
It
it would
did.
have been better if he was
It
good.
did.
If he was actually
Exactly.
good.
No. The execution of the twist was good. I think the twist itself was dumb, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I do think the execution was good for what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like how Frieza fucks with him in the Tournament of Power and kind of gaslights him.
Plays him like a fucking fiddle. It's great.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. I still say probably C. High C,
think-
but still C.
I C I think fits. I don't know about high.
Like he is like
All right, let's
good
compare him to the other franchisee in C. Better or worse than Baby?
he's better
He's
than
worse
Baby.
than Baby personally.
No, I think he's significantly worse than Baby, yeah.
I think he's conceptually worse than Baby. I think he is executed better than Baby.
That's not
I think
saying
he's
much.
worse both conceptually and execution-wise.
I think we should also
You're
give
outvoted,
points for
Jack.
Baby being original, whereas Frost is just Frieza from a different.
Yeah, he's
He is
literally
dollar
not
store Frieza,
original.
yeah.
That's
He
like the
is,
point.
yeah, he has knockoff
So we have
Frieza.
Frieza at home option.
Yeah.
I'm
But
gonna
no, I
I'm
see-
gonna say there.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
That's fine. That's fine.
God. Oh boy.
Fukuda
Oh.
Tamotsu, aka the Perforator from ID Invaded.
Blast from the fucking past.
Yeah, wow, I haven't thought about the show in a while.
love Fukuda.
He's great from what
He
I
is
remember.
really interesting.
Admittedly, how much of my love for him is based on his villainy is up in the air.
I mean, he does some fucked up shit for sure.
He does.
It is incredible how that show made a guy who literally drilled holes in people's heads, killing most of them, ended up being one of the best, one of the most likable characters in the show.
How do you make a depraved serial killer likable? Teach me your ways.
And that's not because the rest of the cast sucked. It is just because he was that damn good.
Yeah.
Okay, you say that, but are you forgetting the response to the Ted Bundy documentaries?
Oh god.
It seems
No, I
like
don't
it's
want
not
to talk
that
about the
hard,
Ted
I
Bundy
feel like.
Simps.
The
I'm
Ted
just saying,
Bundy
it's not
Sims
that
was
hard to make a serial killer likable.
because they were attracted to his looks. I'm not attracted to Fukuda's looks.
No.
What about his like the version of him that's in the I forget the name of it, the Dreamscape or whatever.
Yeah. I don't
What about that
remember
version
either.
of him? Are you attracted to that version of him?
He's pretty good. I'm more attracted to his snarky personality and the fact that he's just constantly shit-talked Narisugo.
That's
It
fair.
is pretty fun.
Yeah.
And
He's
the fact
very
that
fun.
he-
I need to rewatch that
And
show.
the fact that he played them so hard in that he when he was the brilliant detective, he remembered everything about the real world
Mhm.
and played them like a fiddle. Like impact, he has a huge impact because I'm just gonna quickly get the fucking wiki up so I can remember names. Because while it's probably not been as long for me, I still don't remember names.
It's been over 5 years for me.
DanMachi, he is a big part in DanMachi's development and arc.
Yeah.
Development, he is like a huge amount of fucking development. Badassery, like just intellectually, he is up there, and he's just a really
Doesn't
interesting
he
character.
intuit how to work out the dream wells really early on in his
Yeah.
time with them?
Like,
Yeah.
I'm saying A.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. I think he's a really good villain. I'd say low A, but still A.
I'm fine putting him in bottom of A. I just want him in A.
Yeah,
Fair.
I think that's fair. Credit where it's due, you know.
Like,
Speaking of, oh, sorry.
like I just think he is the epitome of the writing in that show, which is, you know, excellent.
Mhm.
And fucking people shit talk the show for an obvious reveal when that's what reveals are supposed to be.
It was a well set up reveal. I don't know what people are talking about.
Yeah.
honestly.
I don't like the reveal, but like the rest of the show is still fantastic.
Fair.
So.
Fushiguro Toji Jujutsu Kaisen.
I love him so much.
Koji is such a fucking asshole, and I love him.
I think we have to
he's so
give him
He's very
serious
much in the-
props for the one person, or certainly one of like two people to actually fucking like take it to Gojo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
So,
didn't even
I
have
will say-
superpowers beyond, being jacked.
Okay, well, look, let's not go that far. Heavenly Restriction
I think he
is
was
basically just being...
Yeah, it's
So
being
strong, he
jacked
gets the
as a
opposite.
superpower.
he was
His only
supernaturally
superpower is
jacked,
being
but
jacked.
like comparatively in the series, I think that's a pretty minor superpower to a certain
Yeah.
extent.
You say that, but literally everyone from Sukuna to Gojo is like, yeah, no, I gotta watch out for Heavenly Restriction. I think in universe, it is feared. So you can't
No,
really say
that's
that.
actually fair. That is fair. Like
True.
Everyone's like,
Maki,
oh crap, he's got Heavenly Restriction. I gotta watch myself.
when Maki got heavily restriction, everyone was like, her full extent. Everyone was like, oh fuck, and then she took out
Like,
the
she-
entire Zenin clan.
Yeah.
And even even against Suck, he made her a priority target.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, he's also one of those just incredibly funny to hate characters.
He's also
Also,
basically the
credit
reason
where
that
credit is
Geto
due.
starts his... Oh?
Credit where credit is due. He's an asshole, but he's also not sociopathic enough to involve his children. He made
Yeah,
sure to
true.
separate his children from him, which is to his credit, I think.
And he's
Then
voiced
again,
by
that doesn't
Koyasu,
stop-
which helps a lot.
Yes.
You say that, but
He's
that's
voiced by D.
yeah. I feel like you're giving excuses for him being a deadbeat. He literally didn't
Hey, it's
remember
one of
he
his-
had a kid.
True, but
He doesn't really
would
have
not
much standards
survived
around...
with him as a father. It works out.
He doesn't really have much in the way of standards regarding other children. He is all for, fuck them kids, given what he did to both Rico and
Listen,
Geto and Gojo.
thankfully not literally.
Yeah,
Yes, not literally.
but like,
Unlike other characters in JJK, not literally.
God.
anyway, impact. Yeah,
Well,
he has a huge impact on the series because he is key in the development of both Gojo and Geto.
Mhm.
Which then leads to Kenjaku.
Yep. Or rather, Kenjaku's relevance to the plot.
Yes.
Present day. We won't get to
I
Kenjaku today.
I feel he also benefits from the fact that he had a beginning, middle, and end.
Hmm.
Right? He did not overstay his welcome. That's what I was trying to say.
No, he
Yeah.
does not.
Unlike some people.
Unlike some people, both in series and out. Yes.
He did not overstay his welcome. So. I'm okay with low A, yeah.
I'd say A for sure.
Yeah, I think A for sure. I don't know about where though.
I think middle of A.
I would. So, okay, here's the thing. I think he's not as good as Lady Eboshi. The question is he better or worse than Father?
To be fair, he's not that complex of a character.
I'd say he's a bit worse than Father. Only slightly. But then again, FNA is just a really fucking good series, so...
Yeah, so
That's-
I think
I
above
mean-
the bench is fine.
I mean, yeah, it's sort of the issue of comparing a side villain
Big
with a main
bad.
villain.
Yeah.
There's
We're also
obviously gonna be
comparing a father to a daddy.
I mean, true.
Gaku from Sakamoto Days.
Gaku's actually a pretty fun
Hey
villain.
guys, you want to learn about quantum tunneling?
No, we're not doing that.
We're sticking to anime only for now on this. Because neither Mill nor I have read the manga.
I was going to, but the reception it's been getting lately, I'm sort of reconsidering.
You were going to, but then it quantum tunneled its way out of your interests.
Let's focus it on Gaku specifically, please.
Yeah, Gaku is a lot of fun. He is the Gen Z of the villain group, and I kind of love it.
Yeah, I do like how he just delights in using the fucking VR goggles
Yeah.
to puppeteer that one dude.
And
It's pretty
like
fun.
fucking shit talk Kashimo's music.
Yeah. No, it's really fun. The dynamic between him and Kashima is also really fun.
Yeah, no, I think he's good. We don't have any info on his backstory yet. Is the issue? So
He's also not particularly complex. He's funny, but he's not super.
well, I mean that
layered.
plays into not knowing his backstory. We don't know what's driving him to be a part of Slur's group.
I would argue you don't need to know a character's backstory for them to be complex, but yeah.
He's mostly just been an immovable force for the time being.
He does have an entertaining enough personality to justify putting him in B tier, I think, but not much higher.
No, I definitely wouldn't go higher than B. I'm thinking probably mid B at best. I'm thinking probably below Takeuchi.
That seems about right.
Garo from One Punch Man.
Garo is a really interesting one.
Now, there's several versions of Garo. Which one are we considering?
We're going to go with the version that Murata drew. Because, like, I don't think any of us know enough about the original webcomic to really say much. But
Except me. And I will say, Murata version is just better. Objectively.
Yeah. The Murata version of Garo is just a really fucking superb character. Because you get a lot of layers to him. Like, you get the outer
like
layer of the brusque... Yeah.
Or an onion.
Yes.
Or a parfait.
Or a 7-layer dip.
Or a lasagna. Anyway.
Yeah, so Garo is very layered. You have the brusque outer layer, you have the slightly hidden caring attitude, and like the deeper layer below that of like, oh, he has an actual like philosophical motivation to overturn the current system because he thinks it's unjust.
And it is.
Yeah, it is. Like, he is a villain with a point that is executed well, which is a lot better than a lot of other so-called villains with a point in a lot of other stories. Also, he is just straight up badass.
Oh yeah.
Like his growth and evolution as a character is fascinating, both from a strength perspective and from a character perspective.
He also has the achievement of canonically being the only person who is, however briefly, stronger than Saitama.
He does fight on... He fights even with Saitama longer than any other character previously had.
No, like...
No, I know
have
he
you
was
not seen
stronger
the graph?
briefly. I remember the graph. And then
Yes.
Saitama just fucking outpaced him, like,
Yeah, that's because
absurdly.
Saitama has a better growth curve, but in terms of absolute value, he was above Saitama on the graph at one point. So you know how we love graphs in this house.
Yes. I'd say A tier for Garo.
I agree, A tier.
Yeah, I think the fact that he becomes less interesting the stronger he gets is what knocks him down from S to A.
He does also, like, haven't seen much of him post fight with Saitama, so that also
I would
factors in.
say just like in the neighborhood of like below Katakuri. Now I don't know if he's better or worse than Arlong.
I'd put him between Katakuri and Arlong.
I think that's fair.
I'm fine with that. Genthru from Hunter x Hunter.
This fucking guy.
Hey guys, have you be careful of the bomber, by the way.
I mean, look, Genthru is not complex at all. He is just an asshole.
Yeah.
He's also kind of not the point of that arc.
No. But I think he
Right?
serves
He's
his
kind of a
purpose well.
side villain in his own arc.
I mean,
Or side character, at least.
Yeah, his purpose is to just be a force to motivate Gon and Killua to grow stronger and then
Yeah, he's a plot device.
and then defeat. I think he works well in that role. Because I think he's intimidating enough and he's got an interesting enough power to make it work. But
Listen, I'm gonna just go out here and say it. He's intimidating. However, his name is not Yoshikage Kira. He is not 33 years old, etc., etc. Right? Like, his power is just worse Killer Queen.
I didn't think about it, but you're kind of right.
His power is Killer Queen, but he doesn't have Kira's personality to carry it.
We are going to have a fun conversation about Kira when we get to him, but that's probably not going to be till the last one.
I'm thinking C.
I think like low C, maybe mid to low C.
I think they're above Milverton.
Yeah.
Probably be where I'd put him.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he comes close to... I mean, he does blow off one of Gon's hands and nearly blows off another. But, yeah. Geto Suguru from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Well, I was gonna say, we haven't gotten to... On the subject of blowing Gon, we haven't gotten to Hisoka yet.
Hisoka is probably going to be someone we tackle either at the end of this stream or the beginning next one. But yes, Geto is a very interesting one. Partially because, like, a lot of his impact is retrospective, because we actually, like...
In the main story, he's dead.
Yeah.
His story ends in 0.
I was going to say is that we are going full spoiler and not ascribing any of Kenjaku's actions to Geto.
No.
In that respect, he is a less interesting character than Kenjaku.
Yes. At the same time, he is a very complex and nuanced, like, human villain who just goes full misanthrope after seeing, like, the worst of what humanity has to offer in terms of, like, conviction.
I mean, he's a good foil to Gojo in that sense.
Mm-hmm. It's very, very interesting how they basically go in opposite directions in their character arcs in the Gojo flashback arc.
Yeah.
Like, and Geto's fall from grace is just a very fascinating arc that I wish more stories would, like, have their villains have, because, like, showing a villain, like, having noble intentions but falling from grace after just being, like, shown the worst possible things they can, or just, like, having their faith broken by the system. Just a very interesting arc for a villain like Geto.
I mean, yeah, that segment's, like, my favorite part of JJK.
Yeah, it's really good arc.
Yeah.
So where are we putting him?
I mean, impact again has got to be pretty high because, you know, I mean,
he's kind of foundational to Gojo.
He's foundational to Gojo.
I think...
He's what really solidifies Yuta as the character he becomes.
So, I do have a thought. He's less entertaining on screen than All for One and Charles, but he's also kind of a better character. So if we are going to put him in B, it will be below those two, and if we put him in A, it would be at the very bottom.
I can agree with that.
I'm okay with that.
So where are we putting him? Top of B or bottom of A, basically?
I'm pushing for bottom of A.
I'm fine with that.
I am inclined to agree.
Yeah, I'm fine with that, to be fair. I agree.
And I'm pretty sure Geto is also fine with bottoming, so it's fine.
Okay, alright.
Up next, Guilty Cigar from Pari Ranman.
Also, I don't know if you got the pun on the name the first time around, but it's literally a guilty cigar.
Yeah. I kind of love Guilty Cigar, and I think the reveal of him is actually really fucking great, and just that scene where he betrays, like, reveals himself to the others is incredible.
Oh yeah, no, it's a really good reveal. And it's kind of helped by the fact that, like, the only indication we get beforehand that he is evil is that he is voiced by Kenjiro Suda.
Which isn't really that much of an indication, because Kenjiro Suda voices plenty of protagonists, too.
Yeah, he voices, like, gruff mentors or, like, secondary characters as well. But yeah, no, Gil is an interesting one. He is very entertaining and legitimately threatening as a villain. To the point where I think, like, two of the strongest characters on the hero side are required to team up to take him down.
Well, they're required to team up to actually hold him off while the others, like, prep to actually defeat him and cut short his plan. Like, I think it takes pretty much the entire group to eventually take him down.
Yeah, true.
But
It's been minutes since I watched this show, so...
Yeah. Similarly to ID Invaded, I have watched it more recently, but it is still probably like a year or two in the past.
Yeah, I still think Gil is a very entertaining villain. I'd say probably B tier.
I'd probably go mid to high B.
Yeah, sounds about right. Probably, I'd say...
I'm
You wanna
thinking
put him-
around Boros and Clayman.
I put him below Clayman.
Alright, I'm fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Up next, Gilgamesh, or Archer. Fate Stay Night, Fate Zero.
This piece of
Specifically those two.
Yeah. This fucking asshole.
We do have
He's
to
an
clarify
entertaining
this.
asshole, but he is an asshole.
shit. He gaslights Kirei into becoming evil.
I mean, to be fair, there was already that seed that was planted in Kirei's soul.
Yeah, but he
watered
planted it.
No, Gil didn't plant it, he watered it.
Yeah, he watered it and raised it.
Mm-hmm. But I do like that Gilgamesh is basically like the corruptor to Kirei.
Yeah.
Like, it adds a dimensionality to both characters.
Yeah, that's what I love about it.
Yeah. Not to mention, like, Gilgamesh is a fantastic villain. He's just, like, very arrogant, very self-centered, but that arrogance has a very strong foundation in the fact that he is just ludicrously powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he is one of the strongest possible servants in the in the Nasuverse. So, like...
And yet he wins 0 times.
He only wins the Fourth Grail War on a technicality, basically.
Yeah, basically.
In that he is the only servant
Also-
left after Saber destroys the Grail.
Also, don't at me, King Hassan Monks.
Oh boy, King Hassan is not on this list, but he has a fantastic
That's
fucking
because
design.
King Hassan is awesome and I love him. And I wish he
Yes.
was my dad.
Look, Bone Daddy can't be everyone's daddy. Anyway, but yeah, Gilgamesh is a fantastic villain, both in Zero and Stay Night. Though which route he is in does affect like how good he is as a villain. I think he's at his best in Unlimited Blade Works.
Yeah, because in the Fate route, he kind of just wants Saber to marry him, and in Heaven's Feel, he gets killed off screen, basically.
Heaven's Feel is not kind to most of the servants, or most
No,
of the cast,
it's really not. And it's kind of funny, but
It's funny, but it's also like, Nasu, why you gotta be this dark? Come on. Yeah, I'd say Gilgamesh is
You take issue with the educated prostitute route?
okay.
He will never live that down, and I refuse to
No.
let him.
No, as is your right. I'd say, honestly, A tier for Gilgamesh at least.
I think so, yeah.
At the very least,
I'd
on
honestly-
entertainment value.
I'd put him right below Katakuri, honestly. if not higher. What do you think, Number?
Personally,
I would not put him higher than Katakuri.
I personally would, but I won't fight. I won't fight on it.
No, that's fair. He's still one of the highest in A, so yeah, no, he deserves that.
Yeah.
But also, it's very funny how chuffed he'd be to not be the top of A.
He would be upset with any result other than top of S.
Yes, exactly.
Ginjo Kujo from Bleach.
He
I'm gonna be
alright.
real. I don't remember much of the Fullbringer arc. I do remember Ginjo being an okay twist villain, but like, yeah.
He alright.
It's like
it's very unclear.
it's like Kubo wanted to get the sauce of a twist villain like Aizen, but like did not have the time, page space, or like ability to pull it off a second time.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's a pretty. I do like. I love the reveal of him.
The reveal
being
itself
villain.
He's also
is good,
charismatic.
but yeah.
His design is good, like very simple but very straightforward. His powers are also very simple and straightforward. Like he's a very clean. He is an example of what Kubo is good at. Character design.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
And-
Right? Everything about him is like very simple, straightforward. And I think that does add to the twist.
Also,
Mhm.
they
The
kind
fact
of gloss
that such
over
a-
his lore a little bit, in that he was a previous Soul Reaper, but
Well, that's
kinda-
because I don't think Kubo knows his lore either.
Mm,
It's one of those things where they gloss over his lore because Kubo thought up that one detail and didn't really think much beyond that.
mhm.
he's like,
that's
man,
how
that's a really
most of
good
Bleach
idea. I
goes.
should do something with that. He thought of it, but he didn't do anything with it, unfortunately.
Kubo
His
kind
idea of doing
forgets.
something with it is just putting it in. So
Yeah.
basically, wherever we put Aizen, put him like 1 or 2 tiers below exactly, because that's
I say
basically the
put him
purpose he serves.
I would honestly say put him either top of C or bottom of, or near the bottom of B.
I think High C's pretty fair, because I do like him, but he doesn't really mean a lot in the story overall, really.
Yeah, any potential he had is a lot of it's kind of wasted, unfortunately.
So
He's not bad though. He's good for what he is.
top
Mhm.
of B? Top of C, I mean, sorry.
Top of C, yeah.
Top of C.
Yeah, I think
top
top of
C,
C's
yeah.
fair. I
Right.
think that's fine.
Giovanni from Fire Force.
Oh, this fucking asshole.
This fucking guy.
It's fun.
Hmm?
Why is Giovanni from Pokemon out here as well?
Because none of us have seen that part of the anime in literal decades.
Or at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, this Giovanni, though, is a real fucking piece of work.
He is.
Like,
Okay, so I don't remember any of the names from Fire Force, and do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
so he's the captain of the 3rd division, but he's also le collaborateur with the fucking villain organization.
Aren't there 2 of those?
You'll have to be specific. I'm talking about the white
2
clad.
collaborators with the two spies / moles.
So this guy is like the main mole well, not the main mole. He's the more active mole.
Okay, what does his stand ability do?
I forget. I'm gonna look that up actually, because I do not remember what his actual firepower is. He's a 2nd
After a certain
gen.
point.
Yeah, he's a 2nd gen, so he can just manipulate conjured fire.
Okay, that clears things up.
I don't remember his exact ability. I don't think it's specified. But yeah,
I don't have much to add, so I'm just going to give my vote and my reasoning now. F tier because he was involved in the creation of Soul Eater.
I mean, I
We're-
don't
we're
think
not
the
gonna count
character
that, you know.
was, but
no. Also, no, he's just kind of a dick. He ties really well into Vulcan's story. And he is kind of like a big part of the setting overall. But yeah, he is mostly just an utterly monstrous asshole. What do you think, Number? Where does he go? You think C? Or
I think
higher or
C
lower?
fits fine.
Mhm.
I also just really like his actor, so.
His actor's good. Forget who voices him. So let's see. Yutaka Aoyama in the English, in the Japanese, and Marcus D. Stymack in English.
Trust
Yeah.
His sub actor's really good.
Yeah. How does that sound?
Where and C are we putting him?
I kind of want to put him right below Frost. You think that's a good number, or you think a little bit higher?
No, I think that's fair.
Alright.
Speaking of Dragon Ball characters,
Goku Black and Zamasu, because we don't have Zamasu on the list, so we.
Oh, so this includes both? Damn it. Alright, then. Okay, that brings him down a bit.
Okay.
I think Goku Black, they are slightly separate characters, but Zamasu also, like, yeah.
I mean,
They're
we
also
can
canonically the same dude.
we can just not discuss Zamasu if you want, but I feel
Could-
like
that
it's
is
going to be difficult.
Because I think Goku Black on his own is fantastic. When you throw Zamasu in there, it kind of muddles it.
Yeah.
It's also
Like-
the fact that Goku Black is only cool when you don't know his lore.
Goku Black works great as an enigmatic villain, yeah. And, yeah, Zamasu is just kind of a fucking...
Yeah, but it's like, remember, he literally is his timeline Zamasu that just body swapped with Goku. That he is Zamasu.
Yeah.
It's the same picture.
Well, it still, yeah, but it's different because this Zamasu was influenced by having Goku's body. He cares more about fighting.
Mm-hmm. Whole thing is a plaything of the body and all that, yeah.
Yeah. Like they're the same, but they're also not quite.
Yeah.
In any case, he's extremely entertaining.
Yeah. He has this very cool charisma to him. Like a very cold charisma.
I don't think I fully appreciated Masako Nozawa until I heard her Goku Black.
Yeah. Yeah, she does a real good job with
It's
Goku.
so good.
Like, it is an entirely different side of her voice acting, which is crazy.
Yeah, and I love it. And Zamasu's lore isn't exactly like, what pisses me off is that he had the potential to be really good, and it wouldn't even take much to fix him. But conceptually, he is pretty cool. But all in all, he's kind of just, he hates mortals for no particular reason.
Yeah. So how do we want to place him? Because just going off of Goku Black, I'd say he merits maybe like a high B, low A. Adding Zamasu to it brings him down like a tier.
Yeah, I think somewhere in B fits him just fine.
Yeah.
I'd say below Eneru then, at least.
Yeah.
Maybe like, what were you thinking?
Let me look at low B.
Because we got, like, mid B has Eneru, Hyoga, Anti, Takuji, basically smack in the middle.
Maybe above Cornelia, at least.
Yeah, I can see that. Right above. It fits right next to Desmond being the whole enigmatic villain, but this one we have reveals about.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Goma from Dragon Ball Daima.
Oh, brother.
Goma's just funny. He's like
He is
Team
pretty
Rocket
funny,
for,
but
he's
he's kind
Team
of
Rocket
nothing.
for like 90% of the series before he hulks out.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
funny, and the only fight he really, I mean, well, it's kind of like a 3-tier fight, but whatever. It is pretty fantastic, but as a character, there's not a whole lot to him.
No, he's mostly just like a goofy, incompetent villain up until he's not. At which point, like, yeah. It's not like his personality disappears when he hulks out, but yeah.
It's definitely downplayed.
Yeah. He becomes more fights boy than anything else.
Yeah. I like Goma, but I wouldn't put him particularly high.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
What are you
thinking
thinking?
probably C.
Yeah,
I
think
would
C.
agree.
I'm trying to
How do we-
comparing him to Baby. I don't know.
I think he's
Baby
better
and
than
Frost
Baby.
are yeah.
He's yeah, but not by a
not
lot.
by much. I'd say honestly right between Maxwell and Baby.
Oops, sorry. I think that might be a little bit harsh to Goma, but okay.
Yeah.
I think Maxwell's a bit more entertaining.
Fair. Graham Spectre from Bacano.
God. I have so many fond memories of Baccano, but it's been so fucking long since I've watched it.
I haven't
Same
seen
here.
it, so
Yeah.
I think I read some of the novels as well, but like it doesn't change much.
Yeah, what was he? Oh yeah, he was one of Lad's lackeys who.
I will say, I was gonna say actually, he is probably of the Bacano villains one of the less memorable ones.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't help that in the anime he's only featured in the specials that came out after like the season proper. So like yeah, and he is overshadowed by his boss Lad.
And even in the books, don't really do much.
That's not surprising. He is entertaining enough, but he just doesn't have a lot to him. I'd probably say like near the bottom of C. Like, yeah. Like, he's definitely fun and kooky, but, like, I don't remember much about him compared to, like, Huey or Lad.
Where are we going then?
I'd honestly say... below the Ant King.
Right.
Oh, boy.
Yoko from Demon Slayer.
he had a name.
He had a name.
He's just such a nothing burger of a villain.
Yeah, I kind of like his freaky design, but
His design is cool and interesting, but, like, at the same time, like, that's it.
yeah.
It's gonna sound
It
real
doesn't
bad.
help.
Which one was Yoko?
Upper 5.
Right. So
I literally, of the Upper Moons, I do not remember anything about this dude.
He
Yeah,
fought
he-
Tokito.
And
He had
he-
like bubble shit.
he curb stomped Tokito, and then he got curb stomped by Tokito.
So what you're saying is, he make a bubbles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, so I've got his Wikipedia summation here. His tragic backstory was, as a human, he was an ostracized villager who developed an obsession with corpses after his parents drowned at sea and their bodies washed up on shore. He kidnapped and killed a child before being stabbed and left for dead, after which Musan transformed him into a demon.
Did we ever get that backstory?
No,
I don't fucking know.
I don't remember that backstory.
we do stories for upper
It
4
is,
or
it is
5.
Demon Slayer. We probably got the backstory.
No, this one was in extra material. This one was not in the main series. I would have remembered.
So you're
Like-
saying that he is so irrelevant that in Demon Tragic Backstory Slayer, we didn't get his tragic backstory
It does say a
in the
lot.
actual material.
Like, we
I
even
think
get
that puts him in
little
D
bits
or
of...
E.
I'd say E.
I'm sorry, Darky was called Syphilis?
Wait, what?
As a human, her name was Ume, which apparently means syphilis.
What?
Oh, that's fucked up. That's messed up. That's mean.
Rude.
That's just mean.
Apparently after the disease that killed her mother. Okay.
That's evil.
That's so messed up. Oh my god.
No wonder she
No,
became a
Togi did not
demon.
need to do that.
Yeah.
Togi
No
could
wonder she
have
became a demon.
chosen to not do that.
Anyway, D.
E tier. I'd say E tier for
E
this
tier.
cast.
I'm fine with E tier.
Yeah.
He's just such a nothing burger.
Yeah. Hachiska Queen from My Hero Academia Vigilantes.
So we're talking about Queen Bee specifically, right?
We are talking about
Like-
Queen Bee, yes.
Okay.
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
body horror.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's really entertaining as a villain. And
Also gross.
I'm
yeah,
still
gross and
not
twisted.
entirely sure what her motivation was, but, I think I'm okay with that.
Good villains don't necessarily need a good motivation or any
She
motivation
just worked
to be
for All for
entertaining.
One, right?
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
Still funny how the anime spoiled that.
I mean, it was going to be...
impossible not to spoil with the voice acting and stuff.
Yeah, it was going to be impossible not to.
I still feel like you could have found a way around it. I don't know.
Also, it's not really a reveal in any meaningful way.
It's not.
That
but
show
still.
did suffer from, but you see, everything was actually all for. Even the movies, which theoretically could explicitly avoid that, suffer from that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be fair, I
Even
think
when
it,
they
I
can
think
do
it
completely
was...
original material. It's all for one.
Yeah, I think it was a reveal when it first happened in Vigilantes, because I don't think it was really expected that the All for One stuff would become relevant in that series, considering how, like, street level it was meant to be. And then, it very much became not street level. Also, Queen Bee is a bee with a quirk, so her motivation is to spread her hive.
It makes sense. I'm surprised we didn't see more parasitized people. Though maybe she was just starting out. But yeah, I think Achiska is entertaining enough to merit a pretty decent placement.
I think I'm thinking B at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, she is very interesting, especially once you learn her connection with Knuckle Duster. And badassery, I mean, she manages to go toe-to-toe with Knuckle Duster in that final fight. But impact-wise, there's just not much. She ended up being sort of almost a side note for Knuckle Duster to deal with in the actual, first season of the anime, let's say. Or that first arc, or saga, or whatever. So yeah, I'd probably go mid-B. Not sure where in mid-B.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Well, think where you'd place him in relation to all the other mid-B characters.
Above Anthony?
That seems reasonable. Oh boy.
Hadlar from Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai.
Oh boy. We're talking about villain character development. This one is up there.
He's really, really good.
Like, it's not every day you see a villain that has, like, not only a complete character arc, but a full-on character evolution from basically lawful evil to kind of true neutral, actually. Like, he does a lot of dickish stuff throughout the series, but he is a really interesting character with just a fascinating character arc.
Yeah, I thought for sure he'd just be a one-off villain, but no, he persists throughout the entire series, and it's fantastic. Every time he reappeared, I got excited.
Yeah. Doesn't hurt that he's a total badass.
He is, yeah.
Like, And he manages to keep in pace with Dai throughout basically the entire series.
Yeah.
Which is more than could be said for a lot of Dai's companions.
Yeah. He's kind of like, he's basically Dai's rival.
Yeah, honestly, he's like a more consistently gray Vegeta, almost.
Yeah, exactly. Vegeta, if he stayed on the more antagonistic side.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Yeah.
before a new transformation revealed Vegeta Gray.
Isn't that what Ultra Ego is?
That's purple.
Well, that's purple.
Ah. See, I didn't know the color scheme for that.
I'm-
I'd say Hadler gets... What?
So Hadlar is Vegeta if he didn't fuck Bulma.
Oh my god,
Kinda.
you're right.
I'd say either A. I'd say A, honestly.
I think so too. Now the question is above or below Baran?
I'd also put him above Baron.
Really?
Like, not by
Okay.
much, but I'd say he goes above Baron.
I think I agree with you. I think I agree with you. He sticks
Would
around
you?
for way longer than Baran.
Mm-hmm. Would you put him above or below Char is the question.
I think below Char. I think he's fine right next to Baran, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I can agree with
He's
that.
fine where he is. Yeah.
Hansel and Gretel from Black Lagoon.
These two creepy ass twins. Ugh.
Twins, Basil.
Yeah. Y'all do not remember much of Black Lagoon, do you? Or
Didn't watch it.
I haven't watched it.
I don't remember much, no.
yeah. Yeah, Hansel and Gretel are the two crazy kids who tear up the town and cause chaos for dying tragically and whatnot. Like they do have legitimately tragic backstory, in that they were children horrifically abused in the wake of a collapsed regime that left everyone, really fucked over. They still are just completely fucking batshit, though. Where do I want to put them? I'd say they're not as memorable as some of Black Lagoon's other characters. But at the same time, they're still pretty disturbing villains.
I mean, think about the
Let's go C tier.
criteria, the impact they have, how badass they are, how interesting they are.
Oh,
They're
I
quite
have two
competent.
comments. I have two comments. Unrelated. First, how long have we been going? Second, I think we forgot our ad break.
We did forget our ad break. We've been going for an hour 45.
I was going to try and push to stop at Buhei so we could start with Hisoka next stream.
Yeah.
I think we can manage that, yeah.
We're getting pretty close. Hansel and Gretel, they do impact Rock's character a fair bit, especially Gretel. And they are quite, dangerous. But they aren't, super deep beyond the tragic backstory element.
So above Frost is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I'd probably say somewhere, I'd probably put, say between Baby and Goma.
Breaking up the dream team already.
It must be done.
Hantengu from Demon Slayer.
I hadn't realized that was Hantengu until I remembered that Hantengu transforms. This one's another generic one.
The other half of the worst arc in Demon Slayer, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least the
We only
worst,
get a
worst
smidge more
villains in Demon Slayer.
We only get a smidge more backstory on Hantengu than we do on fucking Gyoko, and it's still not that much. And it does nothing to justify him.
prolific criminal who boasted of his innocence despite his conviction before Muzan turned him into a demon. I wanna... How many times do you think the words "before Muzan turned him/her into a demon" appears in the character list of demons?
I
For
think
every
I
demon.
think
All
it's
of
in
them.
all of them, to be honest.
No, by necessity. Like, he literally did personally turn everyone. This isn't a communicable thing. He personally turned every single one of them, so it has to be in every single one of them.
Uh-huh.
Gotta hand it to him. I mean, he was committed.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Darky and Gutaro were not transformed by Muzan.
Oh yeah, it was Doma, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think it's only Muzan and the upper moons can really transform demons, people into demons. Because yeah, I remember Upper One also offered to transform Tokito
His brother,
into.
Yes. Okay. That does make what Tamayo did more fricked up in hindsight, especially given the epilogue, but he's just, again, he's a nothing burger. I almost feel like you could justifiably put him next to the other guy.
I put him above the other guy just because I think his powers are a bit cooler, but yeah.
I'm still probably saying D.
You think the coolness factor of his powers is enough?
I don't think he's quite as E-worthy as the other guy, but he's still not good. I'm still going low D.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
I think
fair.
He also, notably, isn't he like the one guy, demon in Demon Slayer without a tragic backstory? In this
No.
case?
No, there are a few that don't have it, who have a backstory that isn't really tragic. Doma being one of them, for example.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I'd probably put him below Kiruo.
I'm fine with that. I don't care enough about him to argue. Harume Nui from Kill la Kill.
God. Nui has like one of the craziest fucking entrances in an anime full of crazy entrances. Like, good God. Have none of y'all watched Kill la Kill?
No.
I have, but I don't. I don't think there's gonna be Kill la Kill villains on this list who we are going to talk about more than this one, I think.
Nui is primarily memorable for her entrance onto the scene and just curb stomping Ryuko. Like the same episode she appears in. She's kind of a secondary villain afterwards, but she is still like, a literal fucking menace.
Yeah, she's dangerous, but she's not really a character outside of her gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we have others of those.
Yeah.
Where did we put those? The ones that are dangerous but not a character, really.
Most of them are in like C or like very bottom of B.
You know what? She's more or less bomber coded to me. So I'm okay putting her near Bomber, wherever he is.
Where do we put Bomber?
Genthrud.
Kind of smack dab in the middle of C.
Middle C. Wow,
Yeah, I think
low C.
I think one above Genthru simply because she has a cooler design. Genthru's just a dude with glasses.
Also, I do want to say, killer villain theme. Not the best in Kill la Kill, but killer villain theme.
Alright.
Thank you. That's a Sawano soundtrack, so.
Haumea from Fire Force.
Speaking of, since we're on the H's, this is about a good time. Hate. Let me tell you about hate. Let me tell you how much I have come to hate since I began to live. Listen, okay, I watched episode 7 of the Amazing Digital Circus today, okay? It's on the brain. I really dislike this character because she is not entertaining, and her entire character is, haha, I'm evil for the lulz, but not in a way that's entertaining.
I don't think she's that shallow.
My
But-
motivation is my vote is E tier, and I'm going to mute myself from this point forward.
Okay. Number, what do you think?
I like her, but I don't like her that much.
I think she's entertaining enough. Like, her whole reason for going insane is because she was just constantly hearing everyone else's thoughts.
Which, yeah, that makes sense. I would go insane from that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell is other people, quite literally in her case.
Y'all, I mixed up her and the other girl. I'm sorry, this is not the one I hate.
Oh, I know what you... The fifth pillar, right?
Yes, I mixed
She's
up
not
those
on
two.
here. Yeah, we don't have Inca on here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we don't.
No.
Okay, no, how I even when we were rating her like dad, I was like upset because I was thinking of the wrong character. My bad, y'all.
No, that's fair, that's fair.
No, I actually like her a lot, funnily enough.
Yeah, Haumea is entertaining. She is real fucking loon, but also, like, you can kind of understand why she lost her marbles.
She's sympathetic in a way that is not as on the nose as the other, like as a Demon Slayer tragic backstory, for example.
Mm-hmm. Like, her madness ties in with actually how the power system works in Fire Force, which, you know, is more unique than a lot of other cases.
Well, the power system in Fire Force is he wanted to make it fire themed, but then realized he just wanted to do stands instead and didn't really offer an explanation for the switch.
Yeah, kinda. It's a lot looser on the fire theme for sure as the show goes on.
Yes, because stopping time is definitely something associated with fire.
Uh-huh. But yeah, Haumea is a fun villain. She is, you know, not super deep, but she does have a little bit of complexity to her to kind of, you know, balance her out.
Where do we put her dad?
We put Charon, I think, low B. Low B is where
Yeah,
Charon
near
is.
the bottom of B.
I feel like putting them roughly in the same area makes sense. They
Mm.
are very much a package deal.
Yeah. I'd say put her right above him.
Cool with that.
Right. Hayase to your eternity.
Oh, brother.
Fuck this asshole.
She's
Oh boy.
crazy.
I know you hate Yandere's mill, but
I don't remember Hayase enough to judge, so...
yeah, fair. I mean, you dropped out to your eternity really early.
Like, halfway through the first season, I think. I didn't
Yeah.
make it to the end of the Gugu arc, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Hayase is an overarching presence throughout the first season. So she's only really an active antagonist in, like, the first arc proper and, like, the final arc, I think, of the first season.
And yet her legacy persists throughout the entire series.
Yeah,
Also,
no,
there's a whole reincarnation thing going on, so you
we're
can't
not going
really
to count
say
her reincarnations.
Yeah.
Not directly, but yeah.
like it's the same picture,
Mm-hmm.
same dude. But
Look, reincarnations, I think a reincarnation doesn't count as the same character if it doesn't carry the same exact memories and personality across.
Yeah. Plus her reincarnations are very different from her.
Yeah. Like, all three of the ones that have, like, factored into the plot significantly, they're very different from Hayase.
Mm-hmm.
she falls squarely in the evil, but not like hateable, but not in the love to hate sort of way.
She's a very disturbing and loathsome villain, yeah.
Yeah,
like
she's not
Prime
like
example of, like, the depths of depravity obsession can turn people to.
and she is evil, but not at all charismatic.
Like
And
I said,
that's-
she's fucking disturbing.
Yeah, she's just evil. It's just like there's where we put those. I feel like we had a few of those too.
I'm not sure, actually. It's been a minute since we talked about it, not on this stream. Anyways.
Honestly, with how much just unpleasantness she causes, I'm okay with putting her in F tier.
I don't really think that that's merited.
No,
She
I don't
does
think so
really
either.
fucked up evil stuff, but it's always portrayed like very clearly negatively and not
Mhm.
like trying to lean her sympathetically or comedically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, she's just evil. There's nothing about her that is like redeemable, but also not like in an entertaining way. I think that's my problem because we've had irredeemable characters who are just very evil, but at least they're entertaining, and she's not.
Idea.
She's more frustrating than anything.
Mm. I think part of her character is just her downward spiral because of her obsession.
Yeah.
Because like when we're first introduced to her, like she has like a clear agenda that she's working towards, but that agenda is fucking gone by the time by her last appearance. Like it is just all obsession with Fushi.
hmm
I will say I also really, really hate To Your Eternity on a number of levels, so I'm biased.
Yeah, I think that
Right.
should discount your opinion on that a little bit. Or at least take a few points away.
You've agreed with everything I said about her before I mentioned that.
I think she's intentionally hateable though. I think she's supposed to be like a hate sink.
No, I
character.
agree with that. I think she is intentionally hateable, but I think there's a difference between a character that is enjoyable to hate and a character that's just frustrated. You hate them because you're just frustrated whenever they're on screen.
See, I disagree with her being frustrating to be on screen. I think she's just a very well executed hate sink. But
Number, you are the tiebreaker here, I think.
I think Lil B.
I can agree with that.
I can live with that.
Do you want
No,
put
lower.
her? I'd probably put her
Lower.
Where?
probably right above Cutthroat.
Yeah. Yeah.
She has a lot
Actually,
more
I think,
staying
I think it's
power.
perfect, actually.
Yeah, a lot more staying power and influence than him. So I think that's merited.
Hayden Gondry from No Guns Life.
I'm gonna be real with you. I forgot about this guy entirely.
Same.
Here's the thing, I've just, while you were talking about Hayase, I was looking through episode summaries for No Guns Life. He's sort of a false flag. Like, he's meant to disguise...
Oh, he's a red herring?
Yeah, he's meant to decide... He's still a bad dude. Like, he's still a murderer. But he's meant to disguise Tokisada Mega-Armed. And him basically taking people out to hide the experimentation that, like, his shit
I
did.
think that's half the reason I don't remember this guy, because he shared an arc with Mega Arm, and Mega Arm is just so much more entertaining and memorable.
Mega Armed was a
Yeah.
gigantic metal man who, you know, was incredibly charismatic. So that makes sense.
Like, I get, like, the purpose of using him as, like, a red herring and all that, but, like,
what
that
you're
doesn't make
saying
it any better.
is he has committed the greatest sin of all. Mediocrity.
Kinda, yeah. You thinking low C or high D, then?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
We could put him below Atom
I mean-
Smasher.
I mean, I wanna give him props because he was how Juzo and Cronin first worked together, and that was a really fun duo. But he is still probably going to be really low C.
You say that, but it didn't have to be
Bottom.
him. It could have been his greatest accomplishment is something literally any other villain could have done. It's not really an accomplishment.
Well, it's
Yeah, I
not.
put him
It's
below
not
Atom
something
Smasher.
every villain could have done because he was strong enough that it required both of them to work together.
I guess. I still think he doesn't.
I'm
He
still
doesn't have
saying
the presence that
near the
Atom
bottom of
Smasher
C.
does.
Fine, I'll put him
I
right
would
at
say
the bottom
bottom,
of C.
like
but
right at the
I
bottom. Yeah.
don't think I can put him below Band Klondike. Is the thing.
Fair.
Because Gondry at least accomplishes something, even if it's just murder.
Yeah. Alright, next up.
Hell from Tacked Up Destiny.
I will say this in her favor. Great design, fucking awesome name, cool powers. All right, that's all I got.
That's all.
She
I
was.
don't,
I will
I don't
also
remember
say-
much.
Here's the thing. She was Schindler's music art.
Yeah.
And Schindler is the big bad, right?
No, Schindler was the one we
do-
forgot existed and put in D.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, right. I mean, no, that's also like a thing. Like she overshadows her conductor by quite a bit.
Yeah.
Just she's just so much more distinctive and entertaining. Like,
I
look
will
at
also
those
say,
two designs and tell me which one is more interesting.
Y'all, I gotta dip soon, is the thing.
We're almost done. How much do you have to say on the next 5 entries, including this one?
Just rattle them off real quick.
Hellman, Higurashi Kanta from Zon 100, Hijikata Toshizo from Golden Kamui, Hiramatsu Buhei from Meiju Geken.
You know what? I think I will bounce because I don't think I have enough to add to those conversations, except maybe Golden Kamui. So I'm okay with just starting off with Hisoka next time we do this.
Alright.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Alright,
See ya,
I will
Fuzzy.
see y'all later then.
See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
So Hell was one half of the fusion that became Orpheus, who was one of the characters who failed the Bechdel test incredibly hard.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Cause like Orpheus and fucking Destiny did nothing but talk about their male fucking controllers, handlers, whatever. Like,
They're boos.
come on.
They're fucking bows.
Yeah, Hell is cool, but yeah, just
She's nothing burger character-wise. She is all flash and design.
that literally describes Takt Up. That is literally what Takt Up was.
Yeah.
Yeah. She is the show incarnate. I'd honestly say low C.
Yeah, no, I would agree.
Above or below Kane Madhouse.
Oh, above. I'm probably gonna say, like, above Astolfo. No, Astolfo actually had a little bit of depth.
I'd say
Below
above
Adam.
Aura. Or no, below Aura, actually.
Yeah, I'm fine with
Aura
that.
is more memorable.
Hellman from Magatsu Verite. Another show that I am struggling to remember a lot about because it was fucking 5 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. And Hellman's not like the most memorable aspect of that show, unfortunately. I remember him being like a pretty striking example of like banal evil. Because he's like a middle management military guy, right?
Well, he was Leo's commander.
Right, okay.
And he... Sorry, I'm just trying to read stuff to try and remember. So he was a serial killer. Blamed his murders on his abusive dad.
Shit's fucking crazy, yo.
Obsessed with destroying the fucking rebel group. I don't necessarily know why. But he is basically the catalyst to Leo Leocadio deciding to turn against the military.
Oh yeah. Because he's such a shitbag.
Because he threatened Inamile's sister.
Mm-hmm.
So... C.
I'd say C, yeah. C's getting a lot bigger this time. That's good.
Yeah. I can't remember if he was that entertaining. I don't think he was.
No, like I said, he felt a very banal evil.
I remember
Just
this
a
role
lot
being
of
fuel in my feud against Suda.
I'd say put him probably below, like, some of the more charismatic
I'm gonna
characters
say
in the middle of the street.
below Daigo.
Fair.
Sorry, Higurashi Kanta, Som 100, Bucket List of the Dead.
Ooh, I have an evil list. Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't like him.
Yeah, he sucks.
He was a very poorly executed foil for the protagonist, I think.
Yeah. Just... It was a show... It was not... Here's the thing. The trap...
It's not a show that needs an antagonist.
It's not just that. The trap that every single fucking zombie property falls into, or struggles to avoid falling into, is, oh, the humans are the real evil after all.
Yeah, no, it's always annoying. Like, the humans are the real monsters. Fuck off! The zombies are the monsters. They're eating people.
The first couple of times it happened, I'm sure it was fine. But the fact is, we are now, like, 60 years or something into fucking zombie media. And it's not new anymore. It's just boring. And Higurashi is a real bad example of it. Like, he's just not entertaining. I was
so you're saying S tier. Gotcha. Let's put him in S.
I was far more, like, intrigued by the potential drama with Akira and his family than this douchebag.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I get it. So what you're saying is S tier.
Like even fucking Gonzo,
Yeah.
like, I thought was a better antagonist because, like, he represented the old world and the world that, like,
The bureaucratic hierarchy of a lot of businesses, yeah.
yeah, and
which is what Akira was escaping from.
exactly, like, it actually had a connection to Akira. Higurashi was just evil for the lols of it. Like, just...
Yeah, you don't really... It's not a series that needs a villain, and, like...
Not a villain like that.
No.
I'm thinking
So-
D at best. I'm
I'd say
honestly
D.
thinking E.
He's E. At least for me.
Top of E, I'd say. Because he's at least more interesting than Abel.
That's not hard. To be honest, I'm actually going to move Abel down one. Probably shouldn't
Fair.
have put fucking Gyako above him.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hijikata Toshizo from Golden Kamui.
God. Toshizo is so fucking interesting. Like, both from just a historical perspective and also it within Golden Kamui itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, with the three main factions you got involved in the Gold Hunt, you got, of course, Sugimoto's group, you got Tsurumi's group, and you have Hijikata's group. Basically all vying for... are the three main factions vying for the gold. And they have kind of a good, the bad, and the evil dynamic, with Hijikata's group as the bad.
Yeah,
So,
Hijikata's group is in the middle of willing to work with both, like, evil enough to work with Tsurumi, but, like, not that dickish, and absolutely, you know, can work together with Sugimoto's group.
They're principled enough that they are much more reasonable allies. Whereas, like, when Sugimoto is working with Tsurumi, it's a sign that it is desperate for him.
Yeah. I mean, wasn't he being effectively blackmailed into it, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, basically. So yeah, like, Hijikata is interesting because he's a lot more of a gray villain than a lot of the other ones on this list.
No,
he is still
absolutely.
opposed, but
I mean, that's the thing. If he genuinely thought that Sugimoto would stop him from getting the gold, or anyone in Sugimoto's group would stop him from getting the gold, I'm sure he'd cut them down in a heartbeat. It's just the fact that for, you know, most of the series, I mean, I still haven't finished it. I really need to. Maybe
final season's coming up soon.
I was going to say, maybe I'll do it while the final season is airing. But, you know, that point just hasn't come yet. I mean, it's possible once we get to the end of the series and we see how, you know, his arc ends, we may reevaluate. But I think for now, he's probably...
I'd say, like, high B, low A.
I think high B. I'm not sure I'd quite put him in A.
Fair.
But I would probably say around Askeladd. I'm not sure above or below.
What do you think, Number?
I think right there is fine below.
Alright.
Below Askeladd, yeah.
Alright, and finally for this stream, Jack, it's your favorite. It's Hiramatsu Buhei from Meiji Gekken 1874. Let me quickly find his real name, the one he had before he became weebified.
A weeboo, yeah. A fucking weeb.
John Henry Schnell.
Is it weird that I think Hiramatsu Buhei is a better name for him? I'm sorry, the other name is just so boring.
Well,
but yes.
Dutch or German seems to be the...
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And then he moved to California.
Crazy. But yeah,
go on, Jackie. You let me have my rants. Now's the time for yours.
So this fucking guy just makes the whole plot just so fucking complicated and dumb and weird for no fucking reason. Because you have this interesting, compelling plot of, like, the two main leads just clashing with each other and, like, growing and developing. And then this fucking guy shows up. And just like, oh, look at me, I'm gonna be an evil, dramatic motherfucker, and just like, ha 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 ha, boom, boom. Even interrupts their fucking duel at the end of the series to just fucking cap Kyoshiro.
Yeah, I think that was the fucking, like, whatchamacallit, like, real nail in the coffin for him.
Yeah, not to mention, like, that's the second fucking time in the finale that someone is, like, almost dead, but then comes back and surprise shoots someone. It's the second fucking time! Oh, this show pisses me off.
Yeah, that's fair. That's really fair. It was not a great show. The only love I had for it was historically.
Yeah. I'm annoyed that I stuck around to watch it to the end. So yeah, E tier for this guy.
Fair. I'm not gonna fight you on it.
I put him, yeah, second to the E tier.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. As I said, I'm not gonna fight you on that in any way. I don't care enough about him to fight for him.
Which is all the damnation you need.
Yeah.
Really.
Alright, well, we got through a fair amount there.
Yeah, that was what? 40 entry. Almost 50 entries, actually.
So from 87 to 133.
Yeah, so 47 entries.
Yeah. And yeah, we're gonna start on a big one next time. We're gonna start with Hisoka.
Oh, that's gonna be contentious. I'm looking forward to. I don't have anything to say about Hisoka actually, so that's gonna be fun.
I mean, just
Oh boy.
Just on the same row, we've got Ibarra from Dr. Stone, we've got Akari Gendo from Evangelion, Illumi from Hunter x Hunter.
Yep. We also got Isabella from Promised Neverland, Robotnik, and oh god, Johan. That's gonna be a fun one.
Johan.
Your favorite number.
Kinda.
But yes, we have 2 new entries in S in Freeza and Enrico Pucci. We have a new entry in F tier, Eren Yeager, because that's where he was always going to end up.
And we've actually expanded E tier.
We've got a few more for E tier. We've got a few more in each category. We've been relatively well spread out. Yeah, I'm happy with how we're going along at the moment. Yeah. So, thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. In terms of future stuff, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Tomorrow will be our video games of 2025 stream, so look forward to that. After that, I believe the next of 2025 stream will be manga on the 23rd. Christmas Eve. But yeah, I think that's it. Please do give us a follow here on Twitch and a subscribe and all that YouTube stuff.
Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Please press that bell icon, yo.
And otherwise, hopefully, we will see you tomorrow to talk about the video games from this year. Good night.
Later.
Bye bye.